Om Shanti, Morning Murli, 29th July. Sweet letter of Bap Dada for sweet children. Essence, sweet children, you have to uplift your equals. Sweet children, you have to uplift your equals. The Father has placed the urn of knowledge on your mothers, and you mothers therefore have a hug responsibility. Question: for which special task are you mothers the instrument? What responsibility do you have? Baba is asking, for which special task are you mothers the instruments? What responsibility do you have? Answer: you are the instruments to make the impure world pure, to make hell into heaven. The Father has placed the urn of knowledge on your mothers, and you therefore have the responsibility of granting everyone salvation. You are the Shiv Shakti army. You are the Shiv Shakti army. You now have to benefit your equals. Save everyone for becoming impure. Save everyone from becoming impure. You also have to uplift the prostitutes. Song: O traveler of the night, don't become weary. The destination of the dawn is not far off. Om Shanti. You children heard a line of the song. We are now going toward our homeland. That is, we are now going to the land of happiness. You mothers have been made instrument to carry out the establishment of the land of happiness. The urn of the nectar of knowledge has been placed on you mothers. Just as a ceremony for the opening or the establishment of something is carried out, so too the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul, is carrying out the opening of paradise through you mothers. The urn is placed on you mothers. Therefore, you children now have to become alert. This is the Shakti army. The Father gives the responsibility to you children. It is not that the Father has given those gurus the responsibility of granting everyone salvation. You now know that it is the task of the mothers to grant salvation. Salvation is received through knowledge. The mothers have received the urn of knowledge. It is shown that the urn is first placed on the word mother. In the scriptures, they have mentioned the name of Lakshmi. There is this difference. The urn has been placed on you mothers. The urn has been placed on Kali. There is praise of Kali. They have created many images. So the urn is now placed on you mothers, because you mothers who are your equals are now in a bad state. Baba is saying, so the urn is now placed on you mothers, because mothers who are your equals are now in a bad state. You are called Shiv Shaktis. You are an incognito army. Your intellect should have enthusiasm. You are establishing your self-sovereignty. The expression solutions to mother has been remembered. The name of the land of the Bharat is also remembered. They say victory to the mothers of Bharat. That is, victory to the mothers who live in Bharat. Victory to the mothers who are making the world into heaven. They have made a mistake and simply spoken of the mothers of Bharat. Baba is glorifying the name of you mothers. He inspires the carrying out of the opening ceremony of heaven. He inspires the carrying out of the opening ceremony of heaven. You say that Shiv Baba is making the world into heaven through you mothers. So you shot arrows of knowledge at Bhisham Pitama, etc. The father says, don't be afraid to shoot arrows of knowledge. You have to study to teach others. You have to study and teach others. Your army become the instrument. You are master knowledgeful. They have portrayed Saraswati with a sitar because she is the cleverest of all. The world does not know this. You know that you are now becoming beautiful from ugly. They go to Kali. They call out to her, Ma, Ma. They cry so much. Don't even ask. Nothing happens through that though. There is a lot of praise of Kali in Calcutta. This Brahma is not a mother, and this is why you mothers are given the urn. You are an army of mammas, all equal. You say, Baba, whatever I am and however I am yours. What do you say? Baba, whatever I am and however I am yours. That one also says, whatever you are, however you are mine. You are mine. However, you have to follow Shrimat. All of you are brides. All of you say that you belong to God. You are given the explanation that all of you are the children of Shiv Baba. You have to prove this. First of all, there is the praise of Shiva. He is the highest on high. He alone is called God. Shiv Baba alone gives us the inheritance. He is the incorporeal father of all souls. Therefore, you daughters now have to uplift your equals. All the responsibility is given to you mothers. The father also says solutions to the mothers. Shiva is the child, and so he has to say solutions to the mothers. That one salutes you and you then salute him. That one salutes you and you then salute him. It is a wonder. This too is fixed in the drama. You know that Shiv Baba grants vision. Shiv Baba grants vision. Even while sitting at home, you can have visions of the one with a peacock feathered crown. Everyone has a crown. This is a trademark that is used. They have given Krishna such a big crown, otherwise he does not wear such a big crown. The father sits here and gives you mother a vision of your aim and objective. You will become a mother of a prince. Not everyone will become the mother of Krishna. There are many princes and princesses. To be the mother of a prince means to become an emperor or empress. So your aim and objective are so good. You will have a prince in your lap. You daughters have a lot of responsibility. There should be a big gathering of you. You should create a memorandum. We Shiv Shaktis are the mothers of Bharat. We made Bharat into heaven by following Shrimat even in the previous cycle. Mothers, you have to be very clever. Nowadays, your equals are beaten a great deal for poison. Therefore, you should speak out to help them. Tell the government, we make Bharat into heaven every cycle with the power of purity. But they are creating these obstacles in this. We want to remain pure. Together with you, some men too will say that purity truly is very good. People have birth control pills in order not to have children. But nothing is accomplished by that. The father says, become pure. The brothers are also helpers of you mothers. You daughters should become alert. You too have to show your sparkle. Tell the government, God, the father says, become pure. All are children of Shiv Baba. Therefore, they are all brothers. Then because of being children of Prajapita Brahma, we are brothers and sisters. The new world is now being established. The children of Shiv Baba are also the children of Prajapita Brahma, and they are brothers and sisters. They cannot exchange poison with one another. This is a tactic. The Father made you pure in the same way in the previous cycle too. So we are now conquering Maya Ravan. This Ravan is Bharat's great enemy because you were defeated by Ravan. You were defeated in everything. Rama comes and enables you to gain victory over Ravan. However, even now, some of you have so much attachment to your husbands, etc. Don't even ask. Baba is saying, even now, some of you have so much attachment to your husbands, etc. Don't even ask. You mothers have now received the urn. So you should explain that you are opening the gates of heaven. You are opening the gates to heaven. They have portrayed Lakshmi with an urn. However, Lakshmi is pure. What should she do with the urn of knowledge? The urn of knowledge is with the word mother. The Supreme Fathers, the Supreme Soul has now issued an ordinance. Lust is the greatest enemy. Lust is the greatest enemy. Those who conquer it will become elevated and become the masters of heaven. So you children should have a lot of love for each other. This is like an army that has come together of the Brahma Kumar and Kumaris. No one knows where anyone is. Not all the children of all the centers can be invited here. Mothers have a lot of bondage. They also have to look after their children. Otherwise, the men would report them. But when the men go away, who in fact looks after the household then? You have to show them that those people teach Hat Yoga and that we teach Raj Yoga. This is why we have to receive salvation. Baba has told you, also explained to prostitutes that they should now stop that dirty business. Tell them to become the gates to heaven. If you accomplish this task, your name will be glorified very much. You have to benefit them too. This confluence age is benevolent. So you have to carry out a great deal for purity. Have mercy for these prostitutes. The government too now employs them with one type of work or another. Explain in such a way that it is printed in the newspapers that the Brahma Kumars and Kumaris are giving knowledge to even prostitutes and liberating them from their dirty business. Because lust is the greatest enemy, you become impure and dirty through it. This word is corrupt. The father comes and uplifts the mother. It is the duty of the brothers to become helpers. Those who make effort will claim a high status. So you should have mercy for your equals. This place is called a brothel. The father comes and makes it into the temple of Shiva. In fact, these are aspects of knowledge. The father enters this body of a human being and gives this knowledge to you. You know that you are now changing from those in a graveyard into those who are in the land of angels. This is a lake of knowledge. You continue to dip yourself in the knowledge, but there is no question of water, etc. here. When they go on pilgrimages, they make a lot of effort, etc. To go on foot, carrying so much luggage is very hard work. So you have now understood that Baba sits in a human body and bathes you in knowledge. However, there are no angels, etc. It is Baba who is making you into angels of knowledge. These are such good things that have to be imbibed. These are such good things that have to be imbibed. If you daughters become alert, you can do a lot of service. You mothers have to go. Tell them wherever prostitutes are, create groups of them, explain to their seniors. However, it should not be that externally you keep saying, mine is one alone and none other, but that internally someone else keeps pulling you. That cannot work either. Become a true child of the Father. Where is that cheerfulness on your faces? Oh, you are going to meet the Unlimited Father, and so you should come running to meet Him in great happiness. What is Baba saying? Where is your cheerfulness on your faces? Oh, you are going to meet the Unlimited Father, and so you should come running to meet Him in a great happiness. I will go and become a garland around Baba's neck. Don't get tired. Your remembrance is a race. Those are physical races. This is your spiritual race. Your faces should bloom with happiness. When a wife's husband was lost and is then found, she runs frantically through the streets to meet him again. That one is the unlimited husband of all husbands. So what do you have to be afraid of? What do you have to be afraid of? You should come in, running to meet the one from whom you receive the inheritance of heaven. Acha, to the sweetest, beloved, long lost and now found children, love, remembrance and good morning from the mother, the father, Bap Dada. The spiritual father says namaste to the spiritual children, and we spiritual children says namaste, good morning to our sweetest spiritual father. Essence for dharana: first, become a true child of the Father. Make sure there is not one thing internally and something else externally. Make sure there is not one thing internally and something else externally. Go ahead in the spiritual race of remembrance. Become very cheerful and happy. Second, live with one another with a lot of love. Organize a gathering of the Shiv Shakti army and save your equals. Create methods to become pure and enable others to become pure. Today's blessing: feel Baba's hand on your head and take blessing. May you create your stage of happiness with your elevated awareness and become an embodiment of happiness. May you create your stage of happiness with your elevated awareness and become an embodiment of happiness. Baba is saying the basis of your stage is your awareness. You simply have to be an embodiment of awareness, for as is your awareness, so will be your stage. Maintain the awareness of being happy, and your stage will be of happiness. If you have an awareness of sorrow, your stage will be of sorrow. Sorrow is going to increase in the world. Everything is going to go into its extreme. But you children of the ocean of happiness will remain constantly happy and be detached from sorrow as embodiments of happiness. Therefore, no matter what happens, you will stay constantly in pleasure. Therefore, no matter what happens, you will stay constantly in pleasure. Slogan: to save the treasure of time from being wasted is the sign of an intense effort maker. To save the treasure of time from being wasted is the sign of an intense effort maker. Om Shanti. Now invaluable elevated versions of Mateshwari Ji. The ancient yoga of Bharat is taught by God. The ancient yoga of Bharat is taught by God. Our godly yoga is well known in Bharat as ancient yoga. Why is this yoga called the eternal yoga? Because it is taught by the eternal Supreme Father, Supreme Soul. Although other human souls also teach yoga and open yoga ashram, but they cannot teach this ancient yoga. If they did teach such yoga, then where is that power? Bharat is getting weaker day by day, and this shows that yoga is not eternal yoga. Only the one with whom you have to have yoga can teach you. Only the one with whom you have to have yoga can teach you. You don't have to have yoga with others. So how can they teach you? Only God Himself can carry out this task, and only He alone can share this secret with us. Although people everywhere say that they will teach us yoga, so we know that God Himself teaches us true yoga and establishes the sun and moon dynasty deity kingdoms. God Himself comes and teaches us this ancient yoga every cycle. So you souls constantly have to have yoga with the Supreme Soul, and your sins will then be destroyed. You souls constantly have to have yoga with the Supreme Soul, and your sins will then be destroyed. Acha, Om Shanti. Thank you, Baba. Thank you, Mama.